So I just happened to be visiting some friends in New York City the other day, and I just happened to have Rover, my drone, with me. So I thought, let's get Rover outside a little bit and see a little of that famous New York skyline, but viewed from above Manhattan itself. Right now we're about 100 feet off the ground in the Chelsea district of Western Manhattan. To the south, as we swing west, you can see the new World Trade Center building, and way down in lower Manhattan. There are a lot of new, strange-looking, very modern buildings that have sprung up since I lived in New York in the 80s, like you see that one right there to the east of us. And all the new buildings seem to be covered in glass. I guess that's very modern. You see a couple more coming up here. See very tall, thin buildings. That seems to be a very common style now. Now we're looking north, and you see the Empire State Building, and we're keeping swinging west some more. And those new buildings there are Hudson Yard. And teaser, I'll be doing a short video at Hudson Yard in the near future. It has become quite a tourist attraction, loaded with stores in the Vessel. What is the Vessel, you may ask? Tune in to find out. Now we're gunning our engines and climbing a little higher, where we'll do another 360-degree panorama, and you get a little bit better view of the city from up here. Back in the 80s, I actually worked in this part of Manhattan, taking the A train in from the Bronx, where I lived. But even then, I otherwise only came down to visit the great museums of the city with my family. And of course, we did visit the World Trade Center, which was still there at the time, and the Empire State Building, and so forth. As we swing east now, and we're looking east, you can see the river there across. That's the East River. Across that river is Brooklyn. And that group of tall buildings, as we swing around, right there on the right there, is Brooklyn Center, which is built up an awful lot since I was living around here. And then we come again to lower Manhattan and One World Trade Center. And in the distance, you see New York Bay there, and you can just see the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island in that water there. And now here we see Jersey City. And as we swing around on the other side of the Hudson River, the other cities is Hoboken, which was the birthplace of Frank Sinatra. And some people these days think of Hoboken rather at the site of the Cake Boss Bakery of reality TV fame. And here we are in Manhattan again. If you notice a number of these tall, thin skyscrapers, I think they're kind of weird, but my understanding is that with real estate so expensive, once developers acquire a large enough piece of property, they can purchase the air rights of nearby property, which allows them to raise the buildings even higher. And here we're coming down, and we're looking at a little bit of Manhattan in a bird's eye view here. I figured you might like this here. I was doing this, of course, when I was looking to land the drone. But it's a pretty cool sight, and it's really kind of, abstract, if you look at it that way. See the streets down there, all the little ants running around, and the occasional trees. They have a lot of trees in Manhattan. And they're pretty healthy and normally. Well, that's pretty much the show that we have today. I thought you'd like to see this. And I was in Manhattan, and I flew the drone up. My friends didn't think I was able to fly the drone in Manhattan. But I have a DJI Mini 2, and that has firmware that lets me know if I'm allowed to fly in certain areas. Further north I can't, further south I cannot, but around this part of Manhattan I was able to, so that was a good thing. I have to admit, here now I was actually lost. I couldn't quite, looking down, figure out where I took off to bring the drone up in the air, and I eventually had to use the return to home until the drone came over to the street where I was actually staying at. And once I saw the drone, I was able to recapture it to take control of it again and bring it down to a safe landing. So if you enjoyed this little video, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I do another video. I'm trying to do one a week. This is going to be my second one this week, and I'm going to do at least one. The next one is going to be, I think, the Botanical Gardens. I have some really good, fun video there. I think you'll like it. So take care, and our next video, like I said, will be coming soon.